All righty. Well, welcome everyone to our regular Tuesday night Collaborating Connections Professional Networking Zoom meeting. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I'm the leader of the group. Collaborating Connections has been around for the past 7 years, and we are part of the TTR networking family, which TTR stands for To the Rescue. And it's been around for over 13 years? 14, over 14 years.
Working on 15. We're working on 15.
All right. We used to meet in person at various locations around central Indiana. And once COVID hit, Collaborating Connections went virtual with this Zoom call, which we actually love because it helps us to be able to connect with wonderful professionals from coast to coast around the United States and abroad to other countries. We've had business visitors from other countries. That has been interesting that they have reached out and shared with us a little bit about themselves and their business. So to our listening audience, we want to invite you to come visit with us and listen to what we are about and how we do things. And please, you are welcome to share a little bit about yourself and your business. So just reach out to us via any of our social media outlets, which Collaborating Connections is on Facebook and LinkedIn. And TTR Networking has a website as well as a Facebook page. So any of those methods, please feel free to reach us. Collaborating Connections is also has its own YouTube channel, which is where we save these recordings. If anybody is interested in seeing any of our past recordings, we have over 90 now. Please feel free to tune into our YouTube channel and like and subscribe. Let's see, we like to start off all of our meetings with some wins and some words of gratitude. Anything that we've experienced within the past week or so, or is coming up soon that we are particularly grateful for. I'm going to open the floor and everybody can share. We do this just to get us in that mood and mindset of gratitude and thankfulness, and to give a kind of a view or a look into what's going on in each of our professionals' lives. So whether it's personal or professional, if you've got words of gratitude you'd like to share.
I'm sorry.
I see Deanna has a hand up. Deanna.
Yes. Hey, how is everybody?
Hi. Doing great.
I've got a win. We actually found one of the best helpers ever, and she's been coming to help us kind of keep on top of things for the sanctuary and outside, because the walnut crop this year is a bumper crop. So there are 1 billion walnuts all over the driveway. And so I'm super, super grateful that we found somebody who's so helpful, capable, great, like attitude. And it's just a big help to know that you've got somebody you can call when it's just too much. So that's my exciting win.
Awesome. Awesome. So glad that you have help. And it certainly is difficult to find reliable,
good people. It's so hard to find good people. And she's good people.
Very good. All right. Hey, CB, I see your hand. CB, are you still there? Are you able to share? Okay. I see Pavithri's hand. Pavithri, do you have any words of gratitude or wins that you'd like to share?
I actually have 2, and they're both one and the same.
Okay.
They are incredibly gratifying and I would consider a win. So the first one is on Saturday. I was at a friend's birthday party, and I met this young man who is an artist, and he was actually wrongly incarcerated for so freaking long, and was finally had everything overturned thanks to the Innocence Project. They were able to prove his innocence. But as a result, he is, he's behind the curve on everything, right? Doesn't know how to drive, use a cell phone, all of it.
Wow.
But his art is absolutely just breathtaking. So we ended up on a conversation, and he will be coming to the Bright Idea show and joining us at some of the different networking to get his name out there. So just to be able to just talk to him and just know there's even a little bit of something I can do to help, that was pretty freaking cool. So there was that. And then he was working with somebody who works with reentry programs. And he and I were talking, and we were able to come up with the title for my keynote speeches that I've been working on. So
Wonderful.
yeah. So that all happened this weekend. So I had a good weekend.
Sure, those are wins and words of gratitude.
Absolutely.
Super fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Pavithri.
Yep.
I see Nancy's hand up. Nancy, are you ready to share?
Okay, this is small, but it took me 3 weeks, but I finally got my payment account out of my Etsy store, changed over to a different bank account. And it just took me 4 tries and like, I don't know, a zillion emails because, oh, it's real simple. Follow these directions. Well, it wasn't working. But I'm now there. It got moved over this afternoon, as a matter of fact, my 4th try. So, yay! Done.
Yay. Congratulations, Nancy. You stuck to it and got it done, doggone it. Very good. Very good. CB, your hand is back up.
Yeah, I got this is my phone, and obviously it doesn't always work right for me, and the Zoom's all over the place. So I'm not grateful to Zoom on the phone because it's a little confusing still. So, but there's the one negative. Oh, what a week. What a week. I don't even know where to start. Let's see. I guess do it chronological. I got I don't even know what to call it. I'm driving, so I'm kind of like Jennifer right now. I got I don't know if I want to call him a client or I want to call him what, but I got a headshot opportunity for later this month, so I'm looking forward to that. I have I think you guys have probably seen the soccer pictures I did for Jake, where he's holding, or Jake for Chase, where he's holding the soccer ball and it's on fire. Don't know if you've seen that one or not, but it's really cool. I've got a place over in Westfield that wants me to come over and offer that to their clients. So that's a win there. Yeah, that's kind of it for right now. So I'm working along. Unfortunately, I've got the full-time job and everything else, so there's not enough time in the day. So doing the best I can with what I have. Oh, the third thing, yes. Thank you, Pavithri. Gonna be doing which I'm gonna create tonight, but I'll get it set out. Going to be doing the ghost pictures Saturday night, 8 to 10, up on the square in Noblesville. Or I should say just south of the square in Noblesville. There's a little alleyway there that's south of the square. And gonna set up there to do ghost pictures and have that. So look forward to that.
Is there a sign up or schedule with you ahead of time? How does that work?
Yeah. Again, I just did 12 hours at work. So I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So let me get the flyer and stuff put together. Would be happy to take appointments and do it that way. I just got to get the pieces together, and it's probably every 15 minutes. And obviously, if people are coming later, that's fine. I'll hang around for as long as I need to. So,
Very
but let me
good.
get it put together. I'll have a Facebook ad for it, and I'll send it over to Collaborate. Everybody has it there too.
Sounds
So,
good. Well, congratulations, CB. You
I'm
just
are moving
exhausted.
along,
Yeah.
getting
Yeah,
clients and prospects and getting people to know who you are and what you do.
Yep.
Sounds fabulous.
Yep, moving everything forward. So there we are. So that's all I can do.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna go back to
You
being
just-
mute, and I'll see everybody in a few more minutes.
All righty.
He just can't get too busy, Don. I don't, all these people that say things are going well, you get too busy, tough. TTR still on your calendar, people. All right, that's the only thing I'd say is don't get too busy, or don't ever underestimate. And I don't think CB would do that, or Pavithri, but you guys, and Nancy, now that she got her money out of her Etsy store, she might just want vacation or something. You're not allowed to go anywhere else. Stay around or keep your foot in the door, because you never know. But that's all I'm going to say. That is my grateful thing. I'm just very happy for all of you. And thank you very much for sticking around and, being part of this. So I will mute myself. Dawn, I actually have to go into my rehearsal. So you guys have a great meeting. I'm going to hang out for a minute though. Okay.
Okay, well, rather than muting yourself, do you want to go ahead and give any TTR networking updates or news items before you roll off?
Sure. Just really, we have a lot coming up, everybody. So we have a lot. I know that Pavithri probably has some Inspire Small.biz things that I'm not even thinking about, because I know there's an event this Friday, Spotlight, which is a big deal if somebody, wants to meet a lot of people at once. But on the 23rd of October, Wednesday, October 23rd, which we've been posting it everywhere, it's at Office Evolution. It is the 3rd annual Tricks to Make Networking a Treat event from 3 to 6 in Carmel at Office Evolution. It's on our website. It's probably all over Ryan's Inspire Small. That is on that date. Then we have, I think the next date I have was Pavithri's presentation for us on the 14th of November. That is on the website, and that is a TTR Presents. And I think it's 2025. What's the name of it, Pavithri? I'm sorry. I posted it. I don't know.
How to protect your business in 2025 and learn about your industry, something like that. I can.
Yeah. And you know what?
Crap.
All I can tell you is that is, I don't know, Pavithri, don't take this the wrong way. That's a great picture of you. That is just a really good, I don't know where you got that, but that is a really good picture.
It was at an event where they were doing headshots at the SCORE event. The one that,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That was really good. So
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
It's called
CB,
Small Business HR Survival Tips, How to Protect and Thrive in 2025.
yeah, and we have a date. Good, thank you. We have a date or a deadline. What is the deadline? Is it like
10th.
the 10th? Okay, it is on there. Guys, I did post it on our website. But this is, if you have any questions at all, and it was funny because I read Pavithri's, one of hers, she said everything from, I don't know, whatever, to having an employee that stinks. What do you do when somebody stinks or something? That's a human resource thing, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
really? So,
Oh, like I said, you get all types.
yeah. So it's it's not funny, but it is funny. Because it's all very, you probably all have questions. And that's a TTR Presents that's online. So the one on the 23rd of October is in person. The November 14th is online, and that you don't want to miss that if you can join us. And it'll be recorded and everything, I promise. Then we have November 22nd, which is literally like just a little over a month away, guys. It comes so quickly. But that is our Fun Friday, and that is our last Fun Friday of 2024. And that is going to be up in Noblesville from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. It's up at the Anchor Health Chiropractic office, which they have just doubled their size. We have Secret Families of Hamilton County is our networking for a cause. I had to make an executive decision. They are ready to come and join us. So it's all, we're ready to go. We have a new sponsor that's going to join us, Sarah Care. They're actually Gina Johnson. Sorry, that's not a hard name. I don't know why I that up. Gina Johnson with Sarah Care is our new sponsor, as well as we have Pavithri with KPSK Consulting, Robert Bonjour with Offset House Printing, ANA Solar Wash, and I think that's the 4 sponsors. And then you'll also hear from Secret Families, and Anchor Health Chiropractic will be on hand to answer any chiropractic questions. And they've been members about 6 months before they ever joined TTR. So to see them grow like this is really exciting for me. So anyway, those are just the next month and a half or so. And we have our groups every week. And we actually, I won't give you much more than that, but we're going to have a new group starting too. So if somebody's listening to this and they catch it and they're like, oh, they've got a new group, Tuesday nights aren't the greatest time for me, or maybe they've already got their industry, reach out to Dawn or myself and we'll plug you in. But Pavithri is going to help with that one a little bit, and I won't give you much more than that, but it's exciting to see us growing again. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also share, excuse me, our website contact. What's the best way for folks to stay in touch with TTR networking?
You know, and I almost forget it sometimes, Dawn, you can actually reach out through the website and just do, like a contact form, just reach out. And so it's it's To the Rescue, all written out, no numbers, totherescuein.com, totherescuein.com, or you can go you can find us through TTR networking as well, TTRnetworking.com as well. So you could do that. And if you want to email me, it's Jennifer at totherescuein.com. I'm thinking big. Someday we're going to be in all states, but probably after I'm gone. So we'll see what happens. But that's why you got that. But we're just, you guys had a wonderful visitor day. This is a great group, and I just thank you all for being here. And I'm sorry, but if I keep talking, I'll have no voice to sing. So I'm going in to sing. Thank you.
Than's so much, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
Have a great evening. Great
You
practice.
too.
Before Jennifer,
yes.
before you go, I found in my travels and I'm guessing it's a community's solar panels. But if you go up to take 69 north, go up to exit 334, you're not going to want to turn like you're going when you get to the bottom of the ramp. You don't want to turn there. You want to go straight through, and there's a second exit once you go through, and you want to get off on that one. And I think it's 32. It's on US 32, but you get to the light there and you hang a left and you go about a mile or two, and you'll see the solar panels on your right side. Okay. And I don't know if that's Yorktown or where exactly, but they're right there off the side of the road. And from where they sit and everything, it looks like it's probably part of the municipality, but could be wrong. But there's a lead for you.
Okay, well, we may reach out to you just to reconnect on that, because Philip's actually the one who should be probably taking that note. But thank you. That's exactly what we are needing. And we're still working on that. It's just a little bigger than we realized when we started. But the ANA solar wash, thank you. I appreciate that. That's what that's great. Thank you, CB. You guys have a good meeting.
Thanks.
Thank
I'll
you.
be right back. I'm switching computers.
All right. I'll see you all next week. Bye.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Uh-oh, we lost CB and Jennifer. Okay. Aline, do you have any wins or words of gratitude that you'd like to share?
The wins for me it's just a continuation of last week, where I think I mentioned that we started the course and we're doing very well because we were able, we're moving along. So the deadline that we have set for us to finish, it looks like we're gonna meet the deadline maybe a week early. So that's really good to put the course out. So that's a good thing, because it was nerve-wracking getting into it, but we did it. So super excited about that. Words of gratitude, it's just happy, we to be able to be put in this position to help as many women as possible. We're working with one client right now. I'm not sure I mentioned that, but she's in a very tight financial situation. And I'm so grateful that we are able, and this week again, work with her yesterday again, and able to find even more money for her than we did before. So I'm very grateful that I am in this position to be able to help as many people, as many women as possible. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Keep doing great things in that endeavor. Certainly, improving the financial status of individuals, helping them understand their finances and make better choices and decisions going forward is nothing but good. So, thanks for sharing, Aline. For me, my wins, I guess I'll circle back to the Visitors Day of last week. We had wonderful discussion, wonderful representation of the group. Not too many people, but just enough to and for our visitors, we learned more about what you do and who's out there and who you're looking to be connected with. So I say anticipate those connections, and I'll remind everybody to get those one-to-one meetings scheduled. My words of gratitude, I travel quite a bit, by plane, by car, by whatever means necessary, and it's something that I love and enjoy. I was happy to have a safe trip down to Louisville to visit friends and be back all in one piece without any issues on the road or with weather. And looking forward to doing probably another day trip this weekend, perhaps to Dayton, Ohio. So I accept all traveling blessings to keep me safe, and that my 10-year-old car continues to carry me there and back. I think next we are going to roll into our roundtable of introductions. And I am going to ask Nancy Vesely, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yep, I am. Nancy Vesely with IAMERICA Insurance. I help people with health insurance, both the over 65 Medicare market and under 65 ACA or marketplace in policies, or we have short-term policies that would cover them if they didn't or couldn't get to the ACA. Also, there's still people getting kicked off of Medicaid, I found out, so it's
Still.
nice to introduce them to the other options they have as they start looking around for other insurance.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else new and wonderful going on, Nancy, with you?
Etsy store's up, yay! It's been up, it's just. And now I'm branched off and doing dog food.
Ah, okay.
Freeze-dried sweet potatoes, and I'm putting up freeze-dried dandelion greens, which are very healthy. Contrary to what people think, they're just weeds. They've got a lot of good properties in them. And a lot of books that are out with feeding dogs, dandelion greens are very popular. So freeze-dried, so you don't have to have them in your refrigerator forgotten about, and then they're all a sloppy mess and you just throw them out. Just freeze dry them, have them in the cabinet, and when you want them, just put them in.
So the freeze-dried dandelions are specifically for the dogs, for the pets, because
And they're for anybody. They're,
people eat.
yeah, they're healthy. People can eat them too.
Yeah,
And
okay.
a bunch of people, you can make tea out of them. And there's some really good properties on dandelions for anti-inflammatory properties, I believe. I'm not positive.
I
Don't
think
they
you're
also
right.
help with the local seasonal allergies?
There you go. That's it.
Yeah. And as we get into this winter, as we move towards the cooler weather in the winter season or whatever, you might actually you might see some that taking off that people are accessing. I'll be sure to share that with folks that I know. So,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
oh, no worries. Do we have any questions or comments for Nancy Vesely? Okay. Well, Nancy, be sure to shoot me your
have
contact
a question.
information for your Etsy store as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Will do.
I have a
Okay.
question. I'm sorry, I couldn't unmute.
Oh, okay. Pavithri's question. Yes, go ahead.
And I think Deanna has a question too.
Okay.
Nancy, why is people getting kicked out of Medicare? What's happening? What did I
Medicaid.
miss?
Medicaid. I'm sorry. They're getting kicked out of Medicaid. The state is still kicking people out because their income is too high.
Got it.
They're catching up with more and more. They're continuing on that whole thread.
Okay.
So
I got confused for a minute. I'm like, why are they getting kicked off of Medicare?
I might
Got it.
have said Medicaid, but it's Medicare. Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, Medicare or Medicaid?
Medicaid. See, I'm doing it again. Medicaid. The state, Medicaid.
Got it.
Kicking them off.
I'm gonna stop confusing and go back on mute.
Okay. Deanna, you had a question as well?
Yeah, Nancy, Medicare drug plan, that's only after you're 65, is that right?
Yes. Or if you're on disability, it's after 2 years after you got on disability. Then
Okay. Our insurance company through my husband's business, they sent us a thing saying Medicare prescription drugs coverage became available 2006. So everyone, and it goes on, telling us how we have to make sure that we join Medicare if for any reason we don't have insurance. But it doesn't say anything about the stipulations, and I didn't think I qualified, and I'm not 65. So now that you've let me know that I don't qualify, I'm probably just going to throw this paper away.
they
I don't
send some really questionable literature in the mail to scare people. They really do.
Well, I appreciate you being able to
Mhm.
answer that question, because I can sort of ignore it because I don't need to look about a Medicare Advantage plan or HMO or PPO or drug coverage if I'm not 65.
Right. True.
Okay. Thank you. You're so awesome.
Okay. Problem.
All right. Thanks again, Nancy. We appreciate you. All right. Next, I'm going to invite Pavithri Kilgore. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
As ready as I'm gonna get. Hi. Hi, I am Pavithri Kilgore with KPSK Consulting. I do fractional human resources for small to medium-sized businesses across the country. I specialize in labor and employment law, but it's a little bit more than the employment law that I focus on because it is all around the government agencies. state and federal government agencies are more likely to show up at your doorstep than before you would ever get a lawsuit. Government agencies are focused on small businesses. There are auditors and investigators out there looking at specific industries, and they're making their way down the list. So my goal is to doing HR hire to fire is not just do the policies, procedures, legal stuff, but to make sure that your business is set up and in operating in a way that if a government agency does show up at your doorstep, you are in a good position to defend yourself and tell them to go away. Because you can't stop a government agency from showing up, but you sure as heck can tell them why they don't need to worry about you. So that's what I do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pavithri. Do we have any questions or comments for Pavithri Kilgore and KPSK Consulting? Okay. And you may not have questions now, but be sure to attend her TTR Presents presentation that Jennifer mentioned earlier, how to protect your business in 2025. And you'd be surprised whether you're a solopreneur or a small business owner, that there are so many things, you know, we may not specifically consider ourselves HR specialists, but there are so many things that can affect our small businesses, and we want to stay safe. So
I was gonna say, TB learned the hard way the first time he met me not to say anything in front of me.
All right. Well, thanks again, Pavithri.
Anytime.
Next, I'm going to invite CB Bjork. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I'm happy to go last if Aline wants to go next. Or
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna text and say I'm about to leave, so can I go?
Oh, sure.
Thank you, CV. You're awesome. So, my name is Aline, and I'm one of the creators of Green Web Legacy. It is a business by women for women, where we actually help all women, high achieving women in particular, achieve their financial dreams. And the way we go about doing it is like, if we can get the mind right, we can get the rest of the financial situation right. I used to work in a company where that's what we were doing, helping people. And that's where the idea came from, helping people pay off their mortgages. But the one thing that I noticed that kept coming over and over and over again was we had all the strategy. I mean, it was amazing, but people's mind weren't right. And they kept making the same mistake over and over again because we gave them the strategy, because the mind wasn't right. They couldn't apply the strategies. So that's what I created my own agency where that's the first step. You get to go get to the doctor, you get your mind right before we can talk about paying any debts, which has been amazing working with our clients over the past couple of years that I've been in business. So that's what I do. And I'm working with my sisters, 3 of them. I'm the oldest. We have twins in the middle. And then the youngest, who's the bossy one, just like to control everybody, which we love it. So yeah, that's what we do. And we help them with credit. Once they get the mind right, we set up a budget that is a living budget. Basically, it's saying yes, it's your yes list. And with that budget, and we have them pay down debt. And for those who need credit, if you want to start a business, if you have bad credit, we'll help you fix your credit. If you want to start a business with a good credit, we'll help you get funding from the bank so that you can start your business. And we set up your business right.
All righty. Thanks so much, Aline. Do we have any questions or comments for Aline this evening?
Aline, where are you located?
Indiana. I live on the south side of Indianapolis, a littlest town that's called Whiteland. That's where I live.
We should really introduce her to Robert Haley.
Yes.
I just want to say it was lovely to meet her because we had a one-on-one and it was really great to get to see her and talk to her and show her around the place and meet her in person.
I did,
Great,
I
great.
did enjoy my time with you, Deanna. It was amazing.
It
Awesome.
was lovely to have you.
I'm excited to hear about those one-on-ones occurring. Very good, very good. Aline, you mentioned getting your client's mind right. So I'm assuming there is some type of is there some psychological counseling, or is it the financial counseling, a mindset, a program that you help your clients go through to prepare them for the rest of the work, or
Yes.
elaborate?
Yes, we do. During that session, which it's basically a life coaching session. I don't know
Okay.
if you, yeah, it's a life coaching session where we dive into, over the course of the program, obviously dive into different aspects of somebody's life. You know, the confidence, why you feel shame, why you feel fear, why you're afraid of failing, afraid of success. You know, why you're not taking action, why you're not doing everything you set out to do, why you're not sticking to your budget. And we, over the course of the program, we go into all of that, and then we help them uncover their money stories. Everybody, it doesn't matter where you're from, who you grew up with, it is a single person's problem. It is not our problem. It's everybody has their own money stories. So once we help them uncover that, then it's like freedom. We have this exercise that we get them to do where we ask them, write that money story and burn it down. Let's start over. Right. And so they get to do that, and it gets their mind right. And then once they sit down with a strategist about budgeting and debt and debt repayment, if they have any, it is an easier process because now they're ready to tackle money. Because money, it is a muscle that we need to exercise so it can be strong. Our money skills. So that's what we do during that session. We strengthen those muscles, those stories, those everything that they need to actually attack the money side of it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for clarifying that.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a winning plan when you're working with your clients, that you go beyond just the ABCs of the credit and what they need to do better. You put them in a position where they can succeed in the whole process that you're walking them through. So great.
Yep, absolutely.
All righty. Next, can I invite Deanna? Are you ready to tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yes. My name is Deanna Morae, and my business is a ReZenergize Sanctuary. It is a wellness center that actually the best thing you can do is take a 2-hour nap inside our equipment, and your body begins to get the energy that it needs to restore and repair itself. So it's a whole new approach to wellness. And all I can tell you is if you don't make time for your wellness, you will have to make time for your illness. And that's why it matters to take the time to do whatever you can to support your body. And everything we teach here is about what you breathe, what you drink, what you eat, and how to do that better. This is the season. I mentioned it last week. I'll mention it one more time. This is the season for when we get stuck indoors and we have more colds and we have more transmission of all kinds of nasties. And now is the right time, if you haven't, to consider getting your own personal air purification bubble that you can wear. All you do is wear it around your neck, and it has a little lanyard, or you can stick it in your pocket. It's an absolute must if you're traveling by air. Then we also have the home units. I'll show you just because it's already running. Oh, I don't know how to show you. I don't know how to make it. Never mind. I don't know how to make it show you without it being blurry. But we have the home units as well. So that's what I do. Everything that we do is about infusing more love into our communities. by how much are the little ones? The little ones are only 110. They're normally 129, but we have them for only 110. And they're rechargeable, and you can just keep on using them. So you can take them with you, and it's a really nice way, especially when you're in a plane where the air is all recycled all the time. You really can't get away from that stuff except having an ionic bubble around your body that helps you to stay, your air to stay clean. It also smells better. I'm just telling you, anytime you use the ionic systems in our sanctuary, even if we're cooking in the other end because we have to eat, right? Even if we're cooking in the other end, you can't smell it because the ionic particles just take care of all the smells. Any odors takes care of all of it. So that's what we do.
I'll need to hit you up before next year.
Okay, sure thing. So
All
that's
right.
what we do. And my favorite thing is to infuse more love in our community. We believe that doing that, we do that by relieving suffering, because people who are suffering, they don't have as much love to give. And people who are suffering can sometimes be harder to love. So the best way to bring more love into our community and let it flow is to relieve suffering. That's what we do. And that's what I love to do, because I love it when people leave better than they came.
Super fantastic. Thank you so much, Deanna. Do we
Thank
have any
you.
questions or comments for Deanna Morae and ReZenergize Sanctuary? Okay. All right, CB, it's your time. Are you ready to
Woohoo!
introduce yourself and your business?
My business is.
Sis.
Zzz, zzz, zzz. Start off with the regular one. I'm CB Bjork. First business I'll mention here is Ascension Imaging Studio. This really is for business people who are looking for help promoting their businesses or products, etc. I do headshots, personal branding, marketing, photography, as well as I am an FAA licensed drone pilot, so I can do aerial photography for real estate, insurance companies, like Robert is a what does Robert do? His line of work where he's do the mortgages, because sometimes they need images of property as well, so they can make the proper deals and everything. So that is the first one. On the next side is a little bit more of the personal, which is the CB Bjork photography. And that is going to be more of a family, personal oriented photography, more portraits, things along that line there. So one side I work for business, one side I work for people, their families, senior photos, things like that. We're in the second week of October. Before we know it's going to be Halloween, Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and then January is going to be here. Now is the time to start putting your marketing plans together for 2025. Now is the time to start getting those plans in place, especially if you're looking at starting the new year running instead of starting the new year standing. So now is the time to start looking for me to come in and do some branding, photography, do some headshots, do things like that. So when 2025 rolls around, everybody else is standing around, you're off and running. So now's the time to get that going. Let's talk about Aline for a moment there. It's kind of like I'm psychic. Oh wait, I am. So by letting her go first, this upcoming 19th and 20th up in Noblesville, we have the Good Journeys Expo. I myself work with tarot, Akashic Records, and mediumship. And we have aura photography there, and the crazy red-haired lady who is my wife. She will also be there doing animal communication and mediumship there as well. She's also available for private sessions doing Reiki, and she is also a licensed nail tech as well. So she does manicures and pedicures as well on the side. She can't be with us, but I'll mention her. So I got that coming up. It's at the Hamilton County Fairgrounds, which is in Noblesville, and that is Saturday, October 19th, and Sunday, October 20th. So feel free to come up and join us. It's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Now, next one. As you can see, my soul lives here. And what I am working with is print on demand. It's My Soul Lives Here. The question is where does your soul live? Artistically, it's a little off, but it still works. This is our cabin representation up in Minnesota, and there's nothing like being on a nice, quiet, clear lake. Although the state bird of Minnesota is the mosquito, and you have to suffer through those, but it's still a very relaxing and nice place to be, and that is in part where my soul resides. My sister, who this couple go to her about 8 o'clock tonight. Let you guys see it here. My soul lives here. And I have a handful of different designs on stuff as well. And within about the next 24 to 48 hours, I'll have the website up and completed, and you can come check out everything there. Offer t-shirt, hoodies, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, because hey, doesn't everybody love coffee? Or you can do it the other way, and you can get a coffee cup and you can fill it full of chocolate. Got you here, Dawn. Got you here. So I can even create one that My Soul Lives Here and get some chocolate on here for you too, Dawn. So, because I know that's where your soul lives. So that's the other business I have up and going as well. So that in a nutshell is me. And I'll put my information in the contacts, and feel free to reach out and let me know how I can assist you with making 2025 your year. Thank you.
Awesome, CB. You are moving and shaking.
Notice the bags under my eyes. Notice the bags. So.
Yeah, we're not paying any attention to that. You're the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going and going and going, and we're not going to stop you. For the your last business, My Soul Lives Here. Are these logoed items that you're selling? Do they come? Can people suggest or send you a logo that you can put on bags, shirts, cups, etc.? Or do you just have a store of items with that theme? My Soul Lives Here.
I am always happy to create designs for people who have a place where their soul lives. I can also do personalized items, so there's not a problem there either.
Okay.
There is a handful of things that can be done besides the sweatshirts and the hoodies, the t-shirts, and the mugs. These tend to be the most popular items that people buy. So I'm starting off with kind of the most popular, but if you're looking for, pair of socks that have, stuff on them, or if you're looking for whatever, yeah, that can be done. So if you want to private message me on that, happy to do that. If you wish to let me know where your soul lives, I'm also happy to create a design and add that out there as well. I've got a list of about 43 different designs that I'm working on doing. Obviously, the crazy red-haired lady loves animals, so that's one that will be coming up. And primary for her among the animals is also horses. So she loves those as well. But I mean, easily I can sit here and do golden retrievers. I can do pitties. I can do what's the little wiener dog, the schnauzer, the whatever. I mean, anything like that. Yeah, if you're looking for one that's specific. I've got a friend who's got a Yorkie. I've got another friend who's got a couple King Charles spaniels. So there's all sorts of different things that can be done. But that's why I ask, where does your soul live? Because everybody's soul lives a little differently, and there's things that touch us all in different ways, and that's really what I'm trying to do is reach out so you can have something that's like, this is really what brings me happiness. This is really where I live in joy.
Super
So.
fantastic. Wonderful. I love it. Do we have any other questions for CB Bjork? Questions or comments?
ACB,
Yeah.
if you want to email me the flyer when you get it, I've got a couple of events I'm going to that I can pass out the ghost pictures for you.
Yeah, I was just gonna go ahead and text it to you since I have your number, Pavithri.
Awesome. Thank you. Yep,
Yep,
I'll
not
get
a
that out for
problem.
you.
Thank you for reminding me of that because it's just been crazy this week. Last week before. So
That's how
No
it goes.
worries.
All righty. Well, I want to remind everybody especially with what CB has just shared with us, there are obviously our businesses, sometimes we innovate, we expand, we make tweaks and changes to. Everyone, TTR networking members, please make sure that you update your TTR networking profile on the website with all of the new and wonderful and innovative stuff that you're doing. Nancy Vesely, you can add your bird and dog food and your Etsy site to your insurance page. I know I have all of my different businesses represented on my page as well. So, and CB, get that when you wrap up that website and roll out that My Soul Lives Here, that is an excellent thing to make sure.
if you're on
Awesome.
Facebook, which I think all of us are, you can look up My Soul Lives Here. I've got the Facebook page up. I haven't started posting yet because I'm waiting to get the website live, so they kind of intermingle. But My Soul Lives Here will be kind of a spiritual bent, positive reinforcement website, where it reminds you can do it, you can make it, those type of things. But with it as well, I do want to say, 5, when you're looking at running stuff, and especially with the internet anymore, you can set stuff up and basically it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it finds people and people can do whatever with you, for you, however. I've got my real job. I've got the business photography. I've got the personal photography. I've got My Soul Lives Here now. I've got 4 fingers. I'm going to be working on the 5th one at the first of the year. And it really is, if one of them is not making any money this month, man, it's okay if the other ones are picking up the slack. And, you're protected because you've got a handful of different fingers in the pie. So you're getting a whole bunch of different things done. Not that you have to, you may be very well busy with your own item, but when you're starting out, it's handy to have coverage, if you will. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on. And it's not about having that $1,000, $10,000 sale, $100 sales, it adds up. And it's not that you have to have all 10 in one location. You can have 3 over here and 1 there and 2 over there and another 3. And it takes care of you. And that's what's really important in all of this. So just mention that out there as well, because I know some of us, Dawn, myself, and now Nancy and Deanna has more she's doing, but it helps protect you from when things are slow and something else
Absolutely.
pops up. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that, CB.
I have a question, CB. You keep saying 5. I've got 3. And if I give up sleep, I could possibly get something else on the list. But it's like my health has to come, your health has to come as a priority, buddy.
yeah, but the thing is I've got my schedule is such that when Valvoline goes away, I'm going to move down to 4. So, because right now I've got an income job that helps there, but when the other fingers are producing, that's what I'm looking for. Now, 3 is still good because one of them is a big money for you, and the other ones are not as big as the first one. So, when I lose my big one, I'm going to have stuff to replace it.
Okay.
And it's 4 can work, 3 can work, 2. If you're so busy with the number one and it's providing you that good income and providing you that good life, that's fine. You can cut it down to that amount. But to be safe with the internet, as I move into the new year, I'm going to have a second channel via the internet that should be making money as well when I sleep, if that makes any sense.
That makes sense, but you gotta sleep, don't forget,
No,
cause
no. And that's, yeah,
Yeah.
that's totally true. And, you need to
Everybody,
eat and all
take
that
care
other
of your
stuff.
health.
yep,
But I'm trying to also set it up so that wherever I am and whatever I'm doing, I can make money. And if I decide to go to the beach, if I decide to go here where my soul lives, I don't have to be up there losing money. I can be up there and still see money coming in. I have a friend who does a lot on eBay, and we were sitting down eating dinner, and his phone goes cha-ching, cha-ching, and he has 200 to 300 items sitting on eBay. Does it take him a while to do it? Yeah. He'll sit down on a Saturday and he'll list 60, 70 items. And over months, he'll then have that many things out there. But, he's getting paid while he's sitting there eating dinner with me, and that's when I was, Lord, my age here, back in the 80s, I heard on the radio that Paul McCartney makes $10,000 an hour, whether he's asleep or awake. And that there wasn't even internet back then, but that was like, really? That's fascinating. And I walk into the Indianapolis International Airport, and those vending machines with products in them, those always aren't companies. It's somebody who has a franchise, whatever. But those machines, they go to once or twice a week, and they're out doing other things, making money in other places, while this item over here is making money for them. And so that's kind of my focus on stuff, is to be able to have an income stream that I really don't have to mess with too much in order to have that stream. Obviously, this is October. We're getting ready to go into the holiday season. So that's also the perfect time to launch this as well, because this is going to be the time in the season where people are looking for gifts for friends, family, associates, whatever. Will January still be as strong as December? I doubt it. But even if it's pulling in, $100 a week, that's 100 I didn't have. And because it just sits there, that's fine, because again, I set it up, it works, and I have a third-party supplier. I don't have to have inventory. I don't have to have don't have to have bought something. I don't have to ship it. Somebody else takes care of it. I just get the proceeds, the difference between the creating, the shipping, and the cost of it. So I don't have to make $30, $40, $50 a shirt. I just make like 10. But 5 shirts at $10 is still 50 I didn't have before. So if that kind of clarifies my thought on stuff. Anybody, somebody, nobody?
No,
just
thank you,
take care of
thank
you,
you.
just take care of you, CB.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
said you're not sleeping, which you ran out of time during the day, I'm sure.
There,
We all, I guess, have to identify
yeah,
our priorities and our thrusts, Of
yeah,
course,
getting it.
if we're not here,
Yeah.
we can't do what we do. So
Yeah, well, on the backside of it, it's simple. The hard part is doing the engagement, but I walk around the warehouse, and in a totally mind-numbing job, I could easily pop on, post something on Facebook between picking a case of oil to picking a case of filters as I walk by, and boom, there's my engagement for the day. And of course, like Nicole taught us, we can go out there and we can set these up in advance. So on Sunday, I can be sitting here watching the Colts play, and it's halftime. I got 20 minutes. I scroll through, get my pictures ready, put them on the dates, and boom, off they go. I don't have to worry about it the rest of the week.
cool. Thank you, CB. I guess when I think about it, I've probably got my 5 fingers covered and some, but again, my name is Dawn Evans Casey. I started TTR networking with my travel company, Spa Travel, back 8 years ago, 2016. Yeah. And spa travel is all about relaxed adventure. I don't do specialized travel. I'm really available to help my clients with everything from destination travel, tours, destination rail cruises, big parties, groups, couples, individuals, however you want to go, wherever you want to go, spa travel is here to help. So if you are interested in going somewhere or know someone who is, spa travel is happy to help. Give me a call. Additionally, my husband and I do a nonprofit called Claiming Your Roots, where it's all about educational outreach around genealogy and family history. We both just love the idea of going back, tracing our ancestors, knowing not just their names and when they were born and died, but learning their stories. What were their lives like in the time that they lived? Who did they interact with? What did they do? What did they contribute to this wonderful world? And of course, you know, knowing and understanding how to gather up that information and then just engaging in it helps build my own self-confidence, broadens my horizons, that I know that in my bloodline, my lineage, my family connections, there are wonderful, intelligent, loving, hardworking people that came before me. And that's what I want to pass down to my future generations. And I think that there are others out there who would like to do the same if they only, know the best resources, tips, and tricks to get that done. So we work with multi-generational families to help them start them on their journey and to help them design a keepsake that they can continue to build on and pass on to future generations. And we just love that. Let's see. 3, Cheerful Chocolate Spirit is my passion blog. It's listed on Facebook and it is all about the love of chocolate, from pictures and recipes and cartoons and stories and quips about the love of chocolate in all of its many dimensions. So if you are a chocolate lover and like to take some time to just engage in, put a smile on your face by reading, trying some recipes, reading information about chocolate as well. There are so many things that people just don't even realize about that chocolate deliciousness. So Cheerful Chocolate Spirit is there to help. We also have a bunch of logoed items. If you are interested in sharing and displaying your love of chocolate, feel free to go to the Cheerful Chocolate Spirit online store. Let's see. Send out cards is another one of my businesses that particularly I love because it helps me share and show gratitude. It helps me connect with my clientele of all of my businesses, my family members, my neighbors, all the people that I love and care about. I can connect with send out cards. I can create a customized card online with pictures and imagery that I feel is appropriate and special. I can put messages and quotes in there that are particular to the occasion or the person that I'm sending it to. And I can also use it to talk about my businesses and kind of remind people to stay front of mind about what it is that I do and that I'm here to help. So send out cards is another one. And let me see, and I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm a corporate auditor. So in the years, I didn't start off doing all of this at once. I've engaged in and got comfortable with and moved on to add something new. So time management and my focus and passion is in each endeavor that I absolutely love. I don't know if there are any questions or comments for me. I'd be happy to
I have a
address.
question.
Yes.
So I was wondering, are there any of those genealogy sites or places where you can get your DNA or your whatever done that don't share your information?
I think each site has an opportunity for you to opt out of sharing. Each of at least the main 3 or 4 sites that I'm familiar with all have that option. So when you decide to utilize that product or service and you set up your account online, each of them has its own privacy measures and options to be able to keep your information private, or whether you want to share it with others so that you might be able to make connections and so forth.
Okay, thanks. I'll get with you and see when we have more time.
Sure, no problem, no problem. Are there any other questions or comments? Awesome. Well, we are in October, and most of you know TTR Networking has monthly themes that lead our professional development discussions. So for the month of October, the theme is out of the box marketing. And I love it because it gives me a chance to expand on some things that I've heard about as we are in the 4th quarter of the year. In some cases for businesses, this is a catch-up quarter. In some cases, it's a celebration quarter. In some cases, it's a planning and preparation quarter for 2025. So wherever you may be within your business, let's talk about the out-of-the-box marketing. Now, as we're closing out our 2024 calendar year, we, of course, everybody wants to do it with a bang. We want to make sure that we've had some scalable growth for our business. And we want to recognize that we're marketing now in an age of intelligence. We've moved past that age of information, and now we are in the age of intelligence. And that's you and me and, you know, all of our market competitors. We're all in that same boat. The marketing landscape is changing quicker than ever, and we all have our own challenges. Some of the challenges we have to work through are tight budgets. In some cases, we have so many options that we are frozen with which direction to go into. We have to make sure that our bright and shiny attention-getting hook is appropriate for our business. What is it that we are displaying about our businesses that catches the attention of our prospectives and clientele? We want to make sure that we are honing in on what sets us apart. In a lot of cases, we may not be the only player. We're likely not the only player in our industry, in our niche. So we have to make sure that we know and build upon what sets us apart, what makes us desirable to our prospective clients. We, even in our marketing efforts, should be looking for the happy. What makes us happy? And because if we can do happy marketing, we're likely to be more consistent with it. We're going to allocate time to it, where we can elicit feedback about it. And our marketing efforts might even be a keepsake to our clients and potential clients if we design it correctly. So we want to generate traffic and leads, and we want to stay up with all of the current trends. AI, use of AI, finding out what's appropriate for us in our industry. utilizing social media, because in most cases it's free. And of course, that goes back to that tight budget. You know, let's make sure that we're using social media appropriately. Mini videos. So our clients not only want to hear us say, this is what we do and how we do it, they want to be shown. They want to see our faces. They want to see our products and services. And they want to get kind of a hands-on feeling, even through video. So I know we talked about intelligence, the age of intelligence. So we want to use some type of mental acuteness, some shrewdness, make sure that there is comprehension in our marketing efforts and what we're deciding to do and how to do it. So it's a lot to ask all at once, a lot to think about. For some of us, running our business is in the day-to-day, creating a product or service and getting that to our clients. And we are less focused per se on the financial aspects, the marketing aspects, etc. of running a business. But if we're solopreneurs, we likely wear a hat where we've got to do all of that. And we've got to learn to do it comfortably and appropriately for our business.
If I may jump in, people want real, and they don't want a fake what do I want to say, idea of you. They want you real. So with your bumps, with your, you know, crazy whatever, that's what people are going to relate to most, especially in the world of social media marketing. It's about creating that connection, and that connection, maybe you sitting there with your dog, and you know you're looking at other people with dogs and you're looking for those clients or whatever. And that's part of the branding, because they want to see that you are their people. You're part of their tribe. I ride a motorcycle and I ride down the street and another motorcycle passes me. We wave. We know we're part of a community that people who drive, you know, regular cars, they're not a part of. We watch out for each other, because just by riding, I'm part of this community. And so if I want to market to those people, obviously I want to take a picture of me on my motorcycle. I want to have a video of me on my motorcycle, things like that. And then they understand, oh, he's one of us. He's good people. And so that's what the marketing is supposed to be. That's why when I talk about personal branding, on my side, my goal is to make you real. It's, you know, yeah, they want to know you and who you are, not this perceived fantasy notion of who you are.
Agreed. And sometimes who we really are is multifaceted. And it's important for us to share our whole selves. That's as part of this networking group. We invite everybody to come forward with their whole self, from the point of talking about our wins and what we're grateful for, to talking about ourselves and our business, to talking about our experiences when we're discussing the professional development. All of this helps bring our whole selves forward, not just the square box of this is my business and this is what I do. You know, we're literally a whole lot more. And it's okay to be all that and to share that to the degree that you're comfortable with, making sure that your audience can relate to you in one way or another. It's another reason why we encourage the one-on-ones, because there is so much more to each of us as individuals than we get to share within this 90-minute weekly call. And hopefully, as we are building those trusted relationships with each other, we are able to share all of those pieces, all of those facets that make us unique. So thanks for sharing that, CB. Right now we're in the fourth quarter, so you know, what do we have? What's part of that intelligence? Well, it's holiday season coming up. So we have ways we can think about marketing efforts that gear to the holidays. What is it that we have to offer our customers, potential clients? In the last quarter of the year, consumer purchasing generally goes up, and they are looking for things to do with the family, things to as a business to finish out their budgets for the year. Oh, I love that, CB. That is awesome. There's people are preparing to wrap up their 2024 and preparing for their 2025. So if you get in the minds of your potential clients, what is it that they're thinking about that you can tap into with marketing efforts right now? Consider what you want to give in this holiday season, this last quarter of the year. And those things can be tangible and intangible. The tangible may be, you know, actually adding a little something special to the product or service that you sell. The intangible can be anything like, you know, a discount, dollars off of services, good advice or tips or tricks that help a customer in a particular area that you're a subject matter expert about. There are so many things that we can add on, add value, and market that we're doing that becomes desirable and useful for our for this last quarter of the year for marketing and planning into 2025. I was thinking about my marketing campaign for send out cards and actually how, you know, this can be a collaborative type effort. So, a regular send out card. Let's see, we're putting pictures on them, and CB is our photographer. So if you're looking for a holiday picture, whether it is business related or family related, to put on that Christmas card or that Thanksgiving card, there you go, CB Bjork. As you're looking for the content to go inside of that card, you're looking for quotes and sayings and sentiments. Nicole Williams, who is our blogger extraordinaire, who is so good with words, would be a wonderful help for slogans and ideas and marketing lines, tags to include in your card, in your reach out to customers.
I did
Yeah.
a Christmas card where everyone was standing in their different sports jerseys. Like someone was in a Bengals, someone was in a Steelers, someone was in a Colts, and then I just on the inside it said, you know, happy holidays from our team to yours. And you know, it just a little fun play on words because everyone's got the sports jerseys on.
Super awesome. Super awesome. I mentioned, you know, you could use a greeting card to share gratitude. You can also include those what I mentioned earlier, the tangible, intangible giveaways. Send Out Cards has a whole line of gifts that can accompany the greeting card, and those gifts range anywhere from like 99 cents to $250 for a luxury watch. So depending on your budget, we can certainly get a card and a gift and something that's going to make your clients, potential clients, your contacts feel thought about, feel comfortable, feel happy. And you can also include in it that coupon, a survey, an opportunity to win a holiday prize during the holidays if they are providing you with perhaps referrals. There's so much that you can put into it. So I'm gonna stop here with the ideas, but I'm planning on using the send out cards for my last quarter holiday marketing campaign. But what are some of the things that you here on the call might be considering implementing an out of the box type of marketing strategy for this fourth quarter? Anybody?
I'm gonna copy your idea. I do send out cards about now.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, and within our TTR networking group, Collaborating Connections, we got Jennifer, Nicole, Nancy, myself, who are all send out card affiliates and have been using them for quite a while. So feel free to ask questions and follow up if you have any interest.
There's a
But
crazy red-haired lady is too, isn't she?
Yeah, Catherine, I think does, has that.
An account, yeah.
okay, awesome, awesome.
The one that I'm working on is obviously the free media, so social media, and with My Soul Lives Here, the pattern that I'm kind of working on is about 2 or 3 days of positive content, and then that third or fourth day doing something that announces a new product, a new sale, something like that, because people on social media don't just want to be sold to. They want, again, that connection. They want to know kind of what
Yeah, an
I'm
experience.
about. Yeah, and they want to know what My Soul Lives Here is about. So I'll find some real pretty pictures of the beach and the mountains and flying and all that kind of stuff, because people's interests are of course very wide and varied, and so I want to appeal to a lot of different demographics, a lot of different groups, and it's gonna always be putting out fresh designs and doing that connection that way.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thanks. Deanna, are you planning anything for this fourth quarter or holiday season? Like, I don't know, gift certificates for the sanctuary, or doing perhaps short video at the end of the experience of someone's first experience in the sanctuary?
I am thinking about doing some gift certificates and some discounts for Christmas. So we're getting those things all together with Jay and the planning and the the stuff you have to get printed so that you have it all. But yes, I am actually. We're thinking about doing some discounted sessions to make sure that people are, like Nancy said, taking care of themselves because Christmas is always a time people get so many colds and sicknesses because they just run themselves down. So I'm absolutely thinking of running a campaign about don't forget about yourself this holiday season, because if you're not, taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Pavithri? Any words of wisdom for marketing plans from you before we wrap up?
Yeah, I am actually, funny enough, was going through stuff from my marketing team today. We're going to be putting out everything that changed in 2024 that people should be aware of, and then talking about what's coming in 25 and handbooks, and running a handbook special second half of October, because there's a lot changing in some of the states. So you want to make sure that you're ready to go come January 1st.
Super fantastic. I'm glad that everybody is in the mindset of out of the box marketing. And there are just so many things that we can consider doing. So I guess I also would love to hear back how our plans go, how successful they are, and what type of feedback we're getting from our clientele and prospective clients as well. Okay, so we are at 7:36, and I thank you all for being on tonight's call. We've had such a good time talking and sharing. And the weather is still pretty nice outside this week. So get out there and enjoy yourself when you can. Have a wonderfully productive rest of the week. And I'll look forward to seeing you here again next week, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Take
Thank
care,
you.
everyone.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.